Welcome, everyone. Welcome. All right, Bill. Hi, Bill, Trish, Angela, Gabriella, Georgette, Sandra. Hi, Joyce. Got Kathy with us, Josh, James, Debbie, Daniel, lots and lots of people. Thank you so much for coming to our tiramisu class today. And I'm Denise. I'm in Oregon. And let's see where else we've got England, Tampa, Florida, North Carolina, Tennessee. We've got some Toronto. We've got someone from Dubai. All right.
Wow.
Virginia, Pennsylvania, couple Virginias. All right. Well, this is so fun. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Let's officially get started. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to our tiramisu class brought to you by Chicca's Cooking Club, the oldest English-speaking online Italian cooking club. And welcome to our shared virtual kitchen where we all can come together, have fun, learn something new, and make a delicious Italian recipe. I'm Denise, your co-host, and I'm based just outside of Portland, Oregon. Kika's joining us from Castagneto Carducci in the Bolgheri wine region of Tuscany. Arnaud is behind the camera, and Paolo, our chat wizard and ingredient professor, is with us from the UK. Kika, she's in our kitchen with us today. How are you doing today?
Ciao a tutti and welcome everyone. I'm very, very happy, felice to have all of you here. You are so many. I can see familiar faces, familiar names. So welcome to this class. So for those who are new, I'm here with my husband. He's behind the camera. He's just coming to say quickly hello.
Hi, Arnaud.
He's French. His name is Arnaud, like the river Arno in Florence, easy to remember. And so we are located on the wine road that leads to Bolgheri, famous for super Tuscan wines, Sassicaia and Ornellaia. If you are wine lovers, I'm sure you have heard of this name. And we are celebrating over 5 years of cooking together online with this club that we love so much. So welcome back to our members again, and welcome if you're new. So I already introduced my husband, Arnaud, who is the video maker, the photographer, but I also want to introduce Paolo, who is a dear friend of ours.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a pleasure to be part of this team. So I joined the team about, I think, 2.5 years ago now. And I used to have a blog and a podcast, and that's how I got to meet Kika a while ago now. And I used to be based in Vancouver, Canada, where I lived for nearly 18 years. And then I moved to the UK, where I'm now speaking from. So it's a pleasure to be here. I'll be monitoring the chat for you. And so fire any question, I'll do my best. And then, we may have some tips on the ingredients. Who knows? We'll see. Thanks, everybody.
All right. And I just want to remind you that Paolo will be monitoring the chat and keeping all things technical going. And today we'll be making Kika's famous tiramisu, a recipe that she invented 40 years ago. And this class will be about 75 minutes, give or take. And after a brief introduction, we'll get to cooking together. And at the end, we're going to tell you a little bit more about what we'll be cooking in the new season of Kika's Cooking Club and a special bonus we have for you today. I'm going to pull up a few pictures. Kika, can you share a bit about yourself and your cooking philosophy?
Yeah, so my name is Chicca, not Chicca, and I'm an architect, a mom, and also a passionate cyclist. After my degree in architecture, I traveled for about 10 years around the world by bicycle. I went to many places such as Alaska, Ecuador, Zimbabwe, New Zealand, Madagascar, Australia, just to name some. And when I moved to Tuscany from my hometown, which is Naples, I founded my cooking school, teaching people from all over the world to cook authentic Italian recipes in my home kitchen. My philosophy, my way of cooking is very simple. I believe in home food, in the power of fresh and good ingredients. My recipes are mostly vegetarian and based on the Mediterranean diet as I grew up and live on the west coast of Italy. My mantra in the kitchen is the best use of the simplest ingredients. I always buy seasonal, organic, and local products. And two staples in my kitchen are my extra virgin olive oil, we produce from the olive trees that are grown on my property, and fresh cut herbs from the garden.
Well, and I met Chicca a few years ago on a cousin's trip to Tuscany. We stayed for 6 days and did 4 delicious cooking classes. And by the end of the trip, Chicca and I were fast friends and joked that we were just like sisters. When the pandemic started, Chicca had to move her in-person cooking classes online and created Chicca's Cooking Club, which we'll share a little bit more about at the end of class. And now, these years later, I'm her partner in running the club and your co-host. And as we like to say, the sisters are back together again. And here are some tips that we've learned from cooking with our club. We've learned that when you get busy cooking, you can't always look at your screens. So Chicca's going to walk us through everything step by step. I'll do my best to call your attention to important instructions along the way. Know that if we move on to the next step and you're not quite there yet, don't worry. Just pause, listen to the instructions, watch Chicca's demonstration, and then return to where you were. We strongly encourage you to refer back to the recipe, and we'll put that link in the chat one more time. And of course, the most important thing is that we all have fun. And so Chicca, before we get started, will you go over some substitutions that can be made?
Yeah, so tiramisu is a very simple dessert, but there are some critical points that we're going to look together later when we are making the dessert. And but still, you can substitute some of these ingredients. So one of the, I think the main ingredient that is overlooked is are the eggs. I know that in the US and maybe North America, raw eggs are not very, well accepted because you have issues with salmonella or other things. But in Europe, we are safe. So we use your raw eggs without any worries. And instead of raw eggs, you can use whipped cream that you can fold in the mascarpone. Instead of the ladyfingers, by the way, we call them savoiardi, you can use angel food cake. You need something spongy to be absorbed to absorb the coffee. And you can also make a gluten-free tiramisu using gluten-free ladyfingers.
All right.
Then
talk about storage, Chicca.
Storage, yes. So the question is, can I chill tiramisu? You have to. You should do that because tiramisu gets better if it rests. At least 6 hours in the fridge. Better is if it's overnight. So after class, please try to retain yourself and don't eat the tiramisu right away. So the flavors after chilling the tiramisu will melt together and the texture will become firmer. So that's why it's very, very important, the resting time. It's part of the recipe, okay? So remember to chill your tiramisu in the fridge for about 6 hours at least or overnight. I also try to freeze my tiramisu and it turns quite good. Maybe you lose a little bit of the fluffy of the cream, but it's very, very good. So you can also try, if you have extra tiramisu, if you want to save the tiramisu for later in the days, you can also try to freeze it. I wouldn't recommend to keep the tiramisu for over 3 days in the fridge because there are raw eggs, and so it's better to eat it quite quickly. One thing that is also important is the size of your serving dish. I'm using this ceramic baking dish, which has a special size that we recommended in the recipe, because for this quantity of ingredients, you get the perfect tiramisu thickness of the mascarpone cream. So if you use a wider serving dish, this will result in a thinner layer of mascarpone cream. Okay, so try to get the size of a dish that is similar to this. The measurements are in the recipe.
Great.
Voila.
So Chicca, now for the fun part, will you show us what you have prepped?
Yeah, so I have the lady fingers that I told you before, we call them savoiardi. And actually, I don't know why you guys call them lady fingers. I always joke about that because they don't really look like lady fingers because they are giant. So I don't know why. Then we have the coffee. the coffee is cold, room temperature, because you don't want to have a warm coffee. Otherwise, it will be absorbed too quickly by the ladyfingers. They will become very soggy and mushy. Then I have sugar. We don't need much sugar. Eggs, room temperature. In Europe, we never put the eggs into the fridge. We always keep them at room temperature, and it's also the best way to whip them, because if they're cold, the structure, it's a little different. Also, the mascarpone is out. This is the mascarpone, and this is how it comes in Italy, and it's out from the fridge. And then I have the cocoa powder. So, and then we have lots of tools. And I also want to go over quickly show you these coffee machines, because in Italy, the most popular coffee machine is the mocha. This one. Every family has a tool like this, and I love it so much because it's sustainable. There is no plastic, no coffee pods. You just basically, I can quickly show this because it's fun. That's a big one. So I made 2 of these. So basically you have a tank here, a coffee container. You put the water up here, you close the machine, put it on the gas, and the coffee comes here. Takes maybe 5 minutes. And so this is the typical Bialetti, Then I have this one, which is a kind of an object of design, because it was designed by Richard Sapper in 1979. I'm an architect, so I love design. And he also won an award, the Compasso d'Oro, like a golden compass. And this one opens like this. The handle is a stainless steel. The way it works is similar, but it's the base, it's a little larger to take advantage of the heat, and it's a very nice object. And then we have La Napoletana. It's a small little coffee, which works in a different way, because you put the water here in the tank. This is the place where you put the coffee. And then you put it on the stove. When the water boils, you just turn upside down, and the water percolates, and the coffee is ready. And when the coffee is ready, you also have a little lid to put on your coffee machine. So cute. It's so cute. I hope you have enjoyed. So very proud. Some coffee is spilled in here. Yeah. So, but this usually Paolo will be much better to explain everything. So if you come to another class, Paolo will explain better how coffee works. Hey, Paolo?
Oh, it'd be my pleasure. Absolutely.
Okay. Okay, so
Tiramisu class started, Chicca.
Okay, so tiramisu, I think you know what tiramisu means. Tiramisu means pick me up, and you can understand why. You have sugar, coffee, eggs, something that gives like a burst of energy. And it's also one of the 5 most popular Italian words in the world, in the entire world. So after pizza, spaghetti, pasta, gelato, I don't know if you cappuccino, mafia, amore. So tiramisu, the kids, right? The kids, they start talking, they say mama, dad, and tiramisu. No, I'm joking. But maybe yes. But it's incredible. If you Google this, I found, wow, I don't know why it's so popular. Anyway, so the very first thing that we have to start to do is to separate the yolks from the whites. So this is a very important step, because we don't want to have not a little bit of yolk going into the whites. Otherwise, they will not whip properly. So if you know how to do it with the eggs, like moving the yolks from one shell to another, just do like that. But for the newers, I want to show you a method that it's great if you don't know how to separate. And you can use a strainer. Okay, so you place the strainer on the bowl where you're gonna whip the egg whites, and place the bowl where you're gonna put the egg yolks close to that. So we take one egg, we break the egg, and then you just open the egg on the strainer, slide the strainer, and then with the shell, you move the yolk oops, this yolk, okay. You can also do like this to make sure you get all the whites, and then you put the yolks in here, and then voila. Can I demonstrate this again? Denise, what do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so break the egg. Just put it in the strainer. And then you remove the yolk like this. So you make sure that nothing, just the whites go in the bowls. And voila. Or you can do with your, like the hand, the regular method, like this. So this recipe calls for 5 eggs. And usually it was the rules of 5. 5 eggs, 500 grams of mascarpone, and 5 tablespoons of sugar. So that's why it's very popular. Oops. So I'm doing this.
Question from Ronnie. Do you get rid of the white mucusy part?
The what? The what?
There's sometimes like a little white string that's kind of connected to the yolk.
No. No. No.
Yes, exactly. He says, yes, we eat that.
Yeah. Okay. So I saw people also separating the yolks from the whites just with the hands. Very fancy. You see this like on social media, Instagram. So I have some little shell in the egg whites. I want to try to get this.
It's always so hard to get a shell out of the eggs.
Yeah, they say there. So then I'm whipping the egg whites with the stand mixer. You can do also by hands, but it takes a little longer. So
Kika,
we're gonna add.
Kika, real quick, if you are using your coffee, now's a good time to go ahead and get it poured into your bigger container so it can cool the rest of the way. If it's at all warm, you want the coffee to be
cool. Yeah, you want a coffee to be room temperature. Cold coffee will be a disaster. Okay, so we start whipping the egg whites a low speed. So we just prepare them. We give them time to get used to the motion. Somewhere we get incorporated, and then we add slowly 2 tablespoons of sugar. Okay. So check. So when you see that some foam is appearing and that they become kind of white. You don't see the yellow anymore. You just see the white. They're not still whipped, but they become white. This is the time I can stop the stand mixer so you can see. Yep. Voila. So kind of whites. They are whites. So now using always a low speed, we add 2 tablespoons of sugar. Okay, slowly. And then we increase the speed. So just add 1 tablespoon. So why do we add the egg whites? Some recipes don't add the egg whites, but the egg whites will, the egg whites are just protein and water, and we add air. So this air will make everything fluffy, and this is why the mascarpone cream becomes soft. Otherwise, you will have a more thick mascarpone cream. You can also do the mascarpone cream without the egg white, but the egg whites makes the mascarpone cream more soft. Then we add a pinch of salt, and we increase the speed until they get thick. So
and have you added your sugar? Did you add your sugar already?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is the thing. So we want to have very thick, so they will hold together with the mascarpone cream. But when you make sure, pay attention. When you reach the thick, stop beating the egg whites. Otherwise, if you keep beating them, they will collapse. the foam will collapse. This happens all the time, okay? So just look at your egg whites. When you see that they become, you can also stop. We can check here. So they are not still, see the egg, I can show you, so I can.
It's still a little runny.
It's still, yeah, see, it's still running. So we need to keep, oops. We need to keep beating them. Hey, because I'm in a wrong position here. Okay, it's the other way around. Okay. And yeah, so check. Because when they are done, you have to stop it right away. They will not be able to incorporate any air anymore, and they will collapse down. Okay.
And you
Doesn't
want it
take
as
much.
fluffy as possible, so because that's what makes it so creamy and delicious.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so then we're gonna
you can see that they're starting to get a little thicker.
Yeah, they're starting to get a little thicker. But I think it will need another 30, 40 seconds. We can also do by hands, but obviously it takes a longer time. And we're gonna make a test if they're ready. That's a very scary test because we're gonna flip the bowl upside down. And if the egg whites don't slide out to the bowl, are ready. If they slide out, you're in trouble. Okay? Okay, let me check. So, but the first thing that we can check is if they stay. I think there maybe another second. See, there is no more, they don't run away from the beater. So I just do another maybe, well, no, 2, 3 seconds. Okay, I think we can try the test. I can make the test. Okay, so see? Okay, I'll do this here.
This is the scary part.
Scary part. Okay. Okay, they don't slide. They are ready. Again, I'll show you again.
Yep.
Okay. Whew.
Right. Well, let's do a quick peek into gallery view here and see how people are doing. If you want to show us yes, Gabriella, I see it's working. Christina,
It's working.
Fantastic. Let's see. Let's all do. Beth, yours
Let's
might be
do a gallery view.
Beth, I'm going to bring you up because I think yours are still a little soft. Yeah. Yeah. Keep mixing.
Keep doing. Yeah, keep mixing. Yeah.
All right, back to gallery. Let's do another quick peek. It looks like people are doing well. We've got 2 screens full today. All right, fantastic. All right, Chicca, let's get you back on.
Okay, so the egg whites are ready and I'll put them in the fridge. You guys, if you've finished beating them, put them into the fridge so they will stay firm, okay? And we use this later. Okay, now, second step. Prepare the egg yolks. Can we go? Can we move on? Or do we want to wait a second?
Let's just wait another quick second. We've got some people that are getting caught up. So let's do another quick peek. Is anybody having any issues with theirs? And if so, just give me a little wave and I can bring you up. But I think most people are getting going, and
we're having a little issue.
All right. Is this Finn?
Is it Josh?
Finn? All right, Finn, I've got you up. Can you hear us, Finn?
It's Jackie and Josh. My peak, it's not. Do I need to just blend it more?
Yeah, if they're not stiff, you should blend them more. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. There was also a question, if people are using whipped cream, would that be the time to do that?
Yes, because we're gonna add them later to the egg yolks. Yeah, that's a good time, right? Yeah. And so if you're using sweet whipped cream, don't add sugar or add less sugar. Add only 1 tablespoon of sugar. If you're using unsweetened cream, heavy cream, just add the regular sugar as in the recipe. Okay?
Okay, and then some people are saying that if they're using the whipped cream, it's not getting quite as stiff as the egg yolks.
No, it should get stiff. Yeah.
Okay, so keep whipping, Jody.
Yeah. Keep whipping, but also for the cream, be careful. Don't over whip. Otherwise, the cream will transform in butter. You'll separate the fat part from the water. So there is a limit. You can do this forever. You should stop just at the right point, and you just judge by testing, checking with your fingers. Like looking at the cream or the egg whites. Make sure that it's the right moment to stop.
Okay. All right. I think we can go ahead and move forward.
Okay, so we whip the cream with the egg whites. Now we whip the egg yolks. It's all about whipping tonight. So we're gonna add the remaining sugar. They are already in the bowl where they will be whipped and mixed with the mascarpone. And in this case, I'm using an electric beater. And so just mix a little bit first. You can see they are super yellow, like almost orange. And then
real quick, how many cups of sugar? Tablespoons?
It was 3 tablespoons of sugar.
3 tablespoons.
3 tablespoons of sugar for the egg yolks, 2 tablespoons of sugar for the egg whites. And then we start whipping. We're gonna make the so-called zabaione. This was a dessert, just simple egg yolks and sugar that all the Italians, when they were kids, had as a treat. Paolo.
Oh yes, so good.
So good. And so we're gonna mix the egg yolks with the sugar until they become fluffy and pale. A pale yellow, a little yellowy, pale. So this is a recipe that I really made since when I was 15 years old. And I also won a contest at university, and very unexpectedly, because I just participated and brought my tiramisu. And this was the best dessert of the contest. So for me, it was, wow, well, it's very funny. It was a surprise. So can you see the yolks are changing their color? And so they're ready when you can't see anymore the sugar. So the sugar will dissolve in the watery part of the egg. Because the egg yolks is formed by fat and water and proteins. And so the sugar will dissolve in the water part of the eggs.
We've got a lot of families cooking together with us today, Chicca.
See, yeah, that's great. Yeah. I think there is David. I know there's David, a friend of ours that came here for an in-person class, and he's cooking with his 2 kids. Can you spotlight him if you see him? I don't know if
yeah, let's go ahead and pop into gallery view, and we can find David. I'm going to bring you up, David. Here, hope you're ready. All right. All right, you're good. Let's see.
Yeah, the kids are very good. They cook together. We made gnocchi with them, and they're super nice. Ciao.
All right, thank you.
Ciao.
And in the egg yolks, it is just the sugar. So
yeah,
just added sugar to the whites and to the yolks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And so that
Yeah, we
getting it to this consistency, this is again, it's all about adding the creamy air, because adding the air to things is what helps it
yeah,
stay fluffy.
fluffy, exactly. See? So the egg yolks are done, and the sugar is completely melted in the eggs, and you can see a little foam. They will never be fluffy like the egg whites, but this is a good consistency. Now we take care of the mascarpone.
Well, let's do
Before
a quick
yeah.
check-in with people again to see how we're doing. Looks like we've got lots of good things. Anybody having any issues? Again, if so, give me a little wave and we can bring you up if you want to have Chicca check your consistency of anything.
We're having a couple issues, but
All
we just
right.
need to know how much do we have to whip the eggs again?
The whites or the yolks?
Yes,
I
yolks.
think
The yolks.
All right,
your
we've
yolks,
got you up, Josh, if you want to show yours so that she can see.
maybe you should whip a little longer because they are still orange and
Right, you want to make them? Okay, I got it. Okay.
yeah, and you're doing by hand, so it will. You
No,
will
we
need
had a
little.
blender. We were just behind on the other thing. So
Okay.
Thanks,
You have a
Josh.
beautiful kitchen.
sorry, I'm the guy
Josh.
that's a little bit behind everybody.
All right,
Okay,
thanks, Josh.
no problem. Okay, great. Okay, so now we're gonna take care of the mascarpone. So we're gonna move the mascarpone from his container to a bowl where we're gonna just mix it a little bit with the electric beater, just to loosen a little bit, because mascarpone, especially in Italy, comes pretty. When it comes out from the container, it's pretty firm, and so this create lumps. But again, we don't wanna overbeat the mascarpone because it will be it's gonna be separated, the fats part from the watery part. Okay.
Okay,
So
and real quick, Chicca, the Joyce has asked if the egg yolks are so thick that they don't move in the bowl. And no,
the egg yolks.
Yeah, if you want to, there you go. Yeah,
Wow.
they're moving a little bit.
No, no, they are moving. They are soft.
Yeah.
See.
Okay. Thanks, Joyce.
No.
Question.
Okay. So we just moved the mascarpone in here. So you can see it's a pretty thick cheese. See? Super thick. And we want to loosen a little bit before adding to the yolks. So then we add the mascarpone to the yolks, and at the very end, the whites, because we want to really add them at the very end so they don't collapse down. Okay. Do you want to lick the spoon, Anna? Yes? Okay, he's licking the spoon. I give the spoon
How
to
much
Anna.
do we put in? How much do we put in?
So the mascarpone, I'm using 500 grams. It's a pound of mascarpone. It's quite a lot of mascarpone. So with the electric beater and a very low speed, we're gonna just move a little bit the mascarpone. It's still cold, even though it was out from the fridge for about 30-40 minutes. It's still cold. It's cold in Tuscany now.
And Angelica said that she thought Sabione is heated a bain marie method.
Yeah, I think she's technically right. The Italians call it zabaglione, but it's actually just egg yolk.
Are two of
Okay.
these good? Are two of these okay to add, like both of these? If we add two of these, is that enough?
Let's add you to spotlight. Is this
Which one?
Josh and team? Or who was speaking?
It was us.
David?
David?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So if we can we put two of these? Would that be enough?
Let's see, what is it? What does it say on the, yes, you would want 2 of those because
Two. Yeah,
it should
yeah.
say how many grams are in
It
it.
says it's like 14 grams, I think.
Okay.
150. 250 probably.
Yeah, 250 grams, maybe. Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
250 grams.
250. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Then you do want 2 of them.
I
Okay.
have
Perfect.
the same container. You need 2 of them.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so cute. Okay, so we have now that we have beaten the mascarpone a little bit, see it's a little looser. We're gonna add it to the egg yolks.
Thank you, Wendy.
Okay.
500 grams is approximately 16 ounces or 1 pound.
Okay.
All right.
Can I fold? Can I
Let's
Can I go?
let's just do a quick peek at gallery view again here
Yeah.
real quick, giving people just a moment to get caught up. We've got lots of people cooking with us today. Very fun. We had almost 350 people sign up for this class this time. So it's been fun to see the popularity of this. But yeah, it looks like people are doing well.
Okay.
All right.
So here now I have the egg yolk mixture that we mix with the sugar and the mascarpone that we beat it a little bit for a smoother consistency. Mine was really solid. So now with the spoon, we add slowly 1 tablespoon of mascarpone at a time and we start mixing. So that's the time when you will create the famous mascarpone cream. Because you have to do, at the beginning, you just mix like this, and then you're gonna do with the spatula. I'm gonna use the spatula. Okay. Voila. Then I take little bit of this.
Are we adding it to the egg yolk or the egg white?
Egg yolk.
The egg yolks. The egg yolks. It's just the egg whites that will go in the cream at the very end.
And then how thin should the mascarpone be?
It's nothing, just smooth, because you'll see that when you add it to the egg yolk mixture, you will have little lumps, but it's okay. They will disappear once it's chilled. And then with your spoon, you can also break down the lumps.
And so also Michaela is asking, what if they're using the whipped cream?
Yeah, that's the time to add the whipped cream. Exactly, same method. Take the whipped cream, and then you just add to the mascarpone.
So they're adding the mascarpone to the whipped cream rather than to the eggs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that really mixing the mascarpone a little bit just to get it loosened up makes it easier to mix in.
Yeah. Yeah. And the egg, why the eggs are also important, especially the yolks, because they are natural emulsifier. So they help to keep together all the ingredients. The mascarpone, mascarpone is made with milk, water, and so the egg yolks will bind everything together. So slowly.
Could you be using the hand mixer right now to fold that in, or do you want to do it by hand?
No, I always prefer to do this part by hand because I get the feeling of what I'm doing,
So, because the question is, it's still having some lumps, and we can see that yours still has a few lumps as well.
See, but I don't mind. They will disappear when it's chilled, and you can also break down with the back of your spoon. You can see I'm doing like that, like this. But the beater is always the hand beater is always a risk because you don't want to over whip the mascarpone. You don't want to have your mixture to be separated, It's too much energy. Whereas this way we control, we are in control. So see, slowly, it's becoming smoother. You can also go on the side of your of your bowl so you can break them down. And then we add another spoonful. Then at the end, we'll see if there are lots of lumps. We can also quickly beat the mixture, but I don't think so. Look, it's coming together very nice, very smooth. We need patience.
Yes.
To be patient. Yeah.
Yes,
It's
it will
not a
get
big,
easier. It gets easier when it gets thicker. So the more you
yeah,
seed, it'll get easier to get the rest in.
yeah. See, it's
All right. I'm going to pop into gallery view. You can watch people doing their
Yeah.
mixing in. Like we got lots of people mixing things in.
voila.
Lots of elbow grease today.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, I'll take the other part. And then we'll see if we add the whole quantity of egg whites, because, the eggs can have different dimension. In Italy, maybe they are bigger than yours. So I use not the whole egg whites because I don't wanna have a lot of cream and too much soft cream. So I'll check later. So you can also skip completely the egg whites. These are another variation of tiramisu. But I think the egg whites really give the softness of the cream. And you can make tiramisu in many different ways. In our cooking club, we did at least 4 variations. One that is really popular is a strawberry tiramisu, where we don't use eggs, but we use mascarpone cream and Greek yogurt. And
so delicious.
Yeah, and instead of coffee, we use orange juice together with the strawberry puree, fresh strawberry puree. So it's a really delicious tiramisu that you can make in springtime when strawberries are fresh. Then we made a tiramisu cake. We made a zucchotto tiramisu, very fancy. So see, it's coming together.
And this upcoming season, we are doing little individual Chicca masus.
Yeah, we'll show this later.
And so, once all of the cream, the mascarpone cream and the egg yolks are mixed together, the next step is adding the egg whites.
So my question, sorry, this is Josh and team. Is it supposed to be look clumpy at first and then it get smoother as you keep folding it?
Let's see. Well, why don't you hold? I've got you up. Yeah, Chicca.
You have a lot of keep mixing. Yeah, it should be smoother. Yeah.
Thanks, Josh.
If it's hard, maybe try to use the electric beater, but just pulse it and stop it, pulse it and stop it, and see if it works. Okay.
Yeah, and Jenny, let's bring you up. She said hers is thick, so let's add you to spotlight. Hi, Jenny. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jenny. Oh wow, super thick.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You must maybe your eggs were small.
Yeah. Did you weigh the quantity of mascarpone?
Yeah, it's 16 ounces, which is just under about 500 grams.
And did you use 5 eggs?
5 eggs, correct.
Oh wow, that's incredible. Wow. So that's really thick.
Yeah. Could I add maybe some water, or would that make it too?
Let me check again.
I would look at when you add the egg whites in a moment, it'll become more liquid for sure.
Yeah.
But that's a bit strange. Maybe your mascarpone was really solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I put it out about an hour and a half ago to let it come to temperature a little bit.
Maybe try to mix it with an electric mixer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Jenny. And hi,
Okay.
Jenny.
Wow.
Jenny's
never-
my Oregon sister.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so mine is okay. Look, it's there are little few lumps, but that's okay. They will disappear when it will firm up in the fridge, but mostly it's silky. See? Can you see?
Yeah. So I think now is a really good time for you to just take a peek at your camera or your screen and see the thickness of Chicca's.
Yeah, it looks like
So see?
several people are having exactly the same thickness. It must be the kind of mascarpone that they could source.
It could also be that, as Chicca said, the eggs in the US right now are actually pretty small because of the egg shortage that we've been having here. So it could also
Right.
depend on the size of the eggs.
Maybe Jenny can add one more egg yolks. She can beat the egg yolks with a little bit more sugar and then add it to the mixture.
Okay, Angela was having the same. Angela, Lenny, Jenny. So yeah, if you have another egg, adding another egg yolk and mix that in.
Wow.
And so we might have to maybe put the weight of what your 5 eggs weigh.
Yeah. But see, my cream now is a super smooth, no more lumps, just using the spoon. And it turns out very, very good. I know Paolo always makes fun of me when I say my cream is perfect.
Yes, everything always works out for Chicca.
Okay, see? Just I'm really turning with the spoon, checking if I see lumps, but now really I have no more lumps. They all disappeared. Give your energy. The tiramisu. Okay. Denise, I'm ready to add I want to test. Good. I need some pick me up. Okay. Okay, I move on and I add the egg whites, okay?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, good. Just wash my hands.
Georgette has added it to her whipped cream and says that it's blended and wonderful.
See? Oh, wow. Happy to hear that. Okay. So, I want to show this cream again.
Okay, yeah.
See?
Do your spoon through it because Sarah's asking, is it like water or
Look.
like paint? I would say more like paint.
Yeah. Like a very thin mayonnaise.
Okay.
I can show this.
I think that's good.
Okay. Okay, so now we add the egg whites. And in this case, I'm going to use the spatula, but I don't think I add all the egg whites in my case because my eggs were larger. I can tell because I have already lots of cream. So the motion is the same. So we really need to make sure we don't unwhip the egg whites. So we add a little bit at a time and then we gently fold them with this motion from the bottom to the top. And this will give the airy texture to your mascarpone cream.
So you're just gently folding that in.
Yeah, fold this in. A little more. Gently. And voila.
So, Chicca, we have a question from Gabriella.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring you up, Gabriella. She says that hers has curdled. You're unmuted. I've unmuted you.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Yes,
Ciao, Gabriella.
I am adding the egg whites, but if you see, like it looks like a curled thing. it's just not liquid and creamy like yours.
But this was just before you add in the egg whites.
She's adding them now. And Deb says hers is looking like cottage cheese.
See?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Was yours super thick to begin with, Gabriela? Yes, it was. Sorry, you're muted. You're unmuted now. Please, can you
Okay.
repeat?
It was very thick from the very beginning, and that's
Okay.
why I added the extra egg yolk. But maybe adding it later make it curled like cheese. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's having a difficult time in mixing. I would be tempted to use the hand mixer,
Okay.
but
But did you mix the mascarpone with your hand beater?
No, I did it by hand, but then when you guys suggested that, I used a hand beater as well.
So maybe it's the mascarpone was overbeaten. You know, this is what happens also. It's difficult.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, Gabriella.
Grazie, Gabriella.
And as Daniel says, keep stirring. Thanks,
Yeah.
Daniel.
Yeah. So I think I'll add a little more, just a little more of egg whites, and that's all, because otherwise it will be too much for me. So you judge your mascarpone cream at home. Because my eggs were really large this time. But see, I'm just doing like this, slowly, slowly. I don't want to mix like before. Just a slow motion from bottom to the top. So the yolks are mixed well with the whites and the mascarpone. So the cream is, I can taste the cream. Very good. All right. So I think we can assemble now the tiramisu.
Well, let's do a quick peek in the gallery and get people get caught up a little bit. We've got some, Lynette, your cream looks real beautiful, nice and creamy. I pulled you up and you're unmuted now. Want to show Chicca how your mixture looks?
Oh, wow. This looks very good. Beautiful.
Looks great. Good job. Let's pop back into gallery, take another peek at everybody. Angelica, I think yours is still looking a little thin. If you've added, let's bring you up. You're unmuted.
Hi.
Hi, yeah. So have
Ciao.
you mixed your egg whites in, Angelica?
Yes, all together. I think it.
And how it looks like?
I think it looks.
No, that's okay. Yeah, I think it's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Angelica.
Yeah. Grazie. Ciao, Angelica.
All right, one more peek at the Daniel. I'm going to bring you up because yours is looking jiggly and wonderful.
Ah, beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks for looking all
Is
good
it
over here.
good?
Yeah, I always find if you're having trouble beating in that first little bit of egg white, I was always taught in culinary school, you can also just dump a third in, mix it in hard, and then slowly add in the rest too if it just doesn't want to go. You can be a little more aggressive. It'll be fine.
Ah.
Great. Thanks for the tip.
Do we mix the entire thing in?
Is this the David Borton team?
Yeah.
Let's
It's
add you up.
funny.
Let's see yours.
Do we mix?
Well, I think
Oh, looks good.
Do
Wow,
we-
perfetto.
Do we mix?
Good. No, I would stop. I think that's enough. Yeah. Ciao, David.
good job. Hi, David. I love our little helpers in the kitchen.
Okay.
All right, and there is one more person that wants to show yours. They're still lumpy, and I believe this is you. There you
Let
go.
me check. Ciao.
You're unmuted. Hi. Let's see yours.
Ciao. Ah, that's very yellow.
It's lumpy.
It's
Very
lumpy,
lumpy.
yes.
Keep mixing. Keep mixing. Trust the process. But did you add the egg whites?
Not
No.
yet.
Okay, so that's good. So you can keep mixing, because mascarpone needs to warm up a little bit. Yeah.
Because I've also used the mixer, but it's not doing anything.
Ah,
No, you need to mix and smash the lumps with the spoon. Are you using a spoon or a spatula?
A spatula.
So the spoon is better at this stage. Use the spoon.
Okay.
The tool is important. The spatula is good to fold in the egg whites, and the spoon is good to mix the mascarpone to the egg yolks. Because with the back of your, the spoon, you can smash the lumps.
Okay, let's just do
Okay.
one more pop out into gallery, giving people a little bit of time to get caught up. Looks like we're mostly there. Teresa, I want to bring you up if I can. You can show yours. And I've unmuted
Ciao,
you.
Teresa. She's from Tuscany. She's a great cook. She lives close by.
All right.
Ciao, Teresa. Okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and get started with the next step.
Okay, so the next step is to assemble the tiramisu. We're gonna make a base, the first layer of lady fingers soaked in coffee. And also this looks like a simple step, but actually it's very important. We need to pay attention the way we soak the lady fingers. So if you take a lady fingers, mine are like this, you'll see one side has sugar on top and the other side has no sugar. So the side with the sugar is harder, whereas the side without sugar is softer. This will mean that the side with the sugar will soak up less coffee, whereas the other side will soak up more coffee. And we just want to soak the lady fingers just enough to absorb some coffee, but still hold their shape. Because if you soak the lady fingers for too much time, they will lose the shape, they will break down, or, they will, once it's chilled, you'll find all the coffee at the bottom of your serving dish, okay? So I think the good technique is to count. So you count 1, 2, 3. I count in Italian, so maybe it's better if we count in Italian. Maybe it's longer. 1, 2, 3 for the side with the sugar, and 1, 2 for the side without sugar. Okay, I'll try. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. And I think that's enough for soaking the lady fingers without them breaking down. And then we place them here, and then we repeat. Always the side with the sugar, 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3, and then we turn it, 1, 2. Okay, let's do this together. Take the lady fingers, side with the sugar in the coffee, 1, 2, 3, side without coffee, 1, 2. Ok, ancora un altro, 1, 2, side without sugar, 1, 2, 3, side with sugar.
Does it matter which side is up? The side with the sugar or the smooth side?
It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Yeah. So you don't want to really have the whole lady finger soaked in the coffee, because the coffee, they will soak up on the surface, then slowly will go down. Okay, so if you add too much coffee, they will become super mushy. So let's do this again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Are people counting? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I want to show you if you keep the lid, I have half ladyfinger. If I keep the ladyfinger for a long time in the coffee, you know, this will break down. See, it becomes, see, you can squeeze it and you see lots of coffee come out. So this coffee will not be absorbed and you'll find it at the bottom of your tiramisu. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And then I'll put this in this way, okay? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now that here we have like a little piece, we can break this lady finger and patch. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, e 1, 2, 3. As I told you before, you can make this also in singular portions and in a cup or in I don't know, in a glass. It's very nice. You can see the different layers. But now we're gonna use half of this cream to cover the first layers of lady fingers. So with the spatula, we just...
Now would be a good time for you to take a peek at your screen and see Chicca, how Chicca's spooning and spreading.
Yeah, just spreading, yeah. Voila. And then with the spatula, we just spread the mixture on the lady fingers. So you see the cream is thick. It's soft, but still holding the shape. And voila. Okay. And now I just make sure all the angles are covered. And now we could do the other layers. Same process. So take one lady finger, 1, 2, side no sugar, 1, 2, 3, side with sugar. So at this time, I just put on the other side so I give more structure to the tiramisu. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
All right, let's do a quick peek into gallery view and see people assembling. Lynette's right up there with you. We've got David's spreading. Bo, hey Bo, nice to see you. And James, we got lots of our members here cooking with us today. It's nice to see familiar faces. Wendy, did you want to come up? I'm going to add you to Spotlight. Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
How's yours coming?
Ah, she's already finished. Good, looks good.
Oh, I'm not finished. I'm just putting the second layer on.
Nice.
Ah, okay,
nice.
okay, nice.
All right, and do another quick peek into gallery. Yeah, we've got lots of people seem to be getting right there caught up. We've got to jump to my next screen. It looks like things are moving right along. Hope everybody's having a good time learning from Chicca. And looked back at the beginning, Chicca, we've got Berlin, and we've got another person from England. We've got Sweden.
Oh, wow.
I think almost every state, Vermont, Minnesota. I know it's very cold and snowy in Minnesota and Michigan right now. We got Delaware, Maryland. Yeah, we've got people from all over.
Okay, so this is my second layer. Here we go. And
we do have a quick question again. The mascarpone and yolk mixture is still lumpy. And should they wait to add the white?
Let me see.
Let's bring
lumpy,
you up
it's
again.
okay, but it should be loosey. Let me
Let's,
show you.
you're unmuted. Let's see. If you want to just pull it up with a spoon.
Do you think that it's getting better with the spoon? Do you think it's getting better with the spoon?
No, it's looking like cottage cheese.
Yeah, it looks like a.
Looks like not too
Oh,
good.
this super. Did you try with the electric beater?
I
This is
did, yeah.
no change.
No.
Away.
Because once, if you want to take the lamps off, this is the only moment. Once you have the egg whites, you can use anything. I have a little assistant here. Merlo, vieni qua.
I was thinking, Kika, would you think maybe she could try using a strainer and push them through a strainer?
Oh my. Okay.
Pushing through, yeah, she can try. I don't know. I
Yeah.
think, this depends on the cheese.
Yeah.
Not even the size of the eggs. So I don't know. Yeah.
So Kika, Joyce is asking, will you please show the inside of the ladyfinger after you've soaked it? So will you soak one and then break it in half?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And then I'll break it down. So you have a little bit of whites. Can you see? Because the coffee on the top will soak slowly in the center. Okay? Because if you put, if you do like this, then it's too much. Okay.
Thank you for the question, Joyce.
Okay, so now we're gonna add I'm going to add the last layer of mascarpone cream. I can also do like this. And this time.
Up and press.
It's a lot of cream.
I think Arnaud is ready to take care of that bowl.
Yes, he
I
is.
think Arnaud will not wait for the resting. It's also dinner time in Italy. So this will be our dinner. No, I think I will freeze it because tomorrow we are leaving, and so I think I'll freeze it and send you pictures. Okay.
Okay.
Voila. Voila. So see the cream is well spread everywhere. Okay. Now we dust the cocoa powder. So not everyone does like this, but I like to spread now a first layer of cocoa powder. Then during the chilling time in the fridge, we form like a coating, a cocoa coating, which is very bitter. And just before serving, I will add a fresh dusting of cocoa. So this fresh layer, which is in powder, will be the first flavor you will have in your mouth. This is the first flavor you will taste. And it's perfect because it will contrast the sweetness of the mascarpone cream. So the tiramisu actually, it's really a balance between the sweetness of the mascarpone cream and the bitterness of the coffee and the cocoa powder. So you should find, I know maybe this is the first time, maybe your mascarpone cream was not great because it had lumps, but this is what you are looking for. The harmony, the balance between sweetness and the bitterness of the ingredients. This makes a perfect tiramisu. And where is my cocoa powder? It's hidden here. So I'll take a little spoon. I'll just put it in the strainer. So this will be completely absorbed by the mascarpone cream. So really create like a thin coating of cocoa powder. So you have an extra flavor of bitterness.
Kika, how long have you had Aldo the cat?
Aldo, 6 years.
Okay, so when Maria came to visit in 2018, is that the kitten? Was Aldo the kitten in?
No. Aldo came in 2021. Actually, Aldo is not very good now
Oh.
because because he was hit by a car and he has a broken leg, but he's doing okay. But we have a puppy. I don't know if you saw him before.
Merlot.
Merlot. His name is Merlot, in honor of all the French grapes that grow in our country. Okay, so I think I'm okay. I can clean up a little bit the bowl around the, yeah.
Let's go ahead and jump into gallery view. And if you're going to be participating in a screenshot, which is one of our class traditions, before we end our time together, we always like to get a quick screenshot together. So if you'd like to participate, make sure your video is on and come close to the screen with your tiramisu. So let's get those smiling faces back up here, and let's hold the tiramisu, and I'm gonna count, and we're gonna do 2 screenshots. So 1, 2, 3, smile, everybody, smile, keep smiling, keep smiling. I'm gonna take another one. Here we go. All right, are you ready, smiling? All right, 1, 2, 3, smile, smile, smile. All right, fantastic.
I just love this part.
And yeah, let's see. Lynette, I'm going to bring you back up again because you looks like yours is. Oh, they made little minis as well.
Very nice. Oh, very cute. Very cute.
Nice. Good
job. Yeah, nice. Yeah, perfecto. Very cute.
Can't wait to
I like the glass.
Yeah, it's fun to see them in the glasses like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, now do you want to talk about how you're going to serve?
Yeah, so serving, I mean, I will put it in the freezer or refrigerator, and tomorrow just use a knife, very sharp knife. So you'll cut clean slices, and then you use a spatula to serve the slices. But I want to show you something else. So if you put the film, the plastic film on top now, with the cocoa powder, it will be, the cocoa powder will be messed up by the film. And usually I do this trick. I put some little toothpick on the tiramisu, and I make like a little tent with the plastic film.
And Scott's asking, can you freeze the tiramisu?
Yeah.
And that's what you'll be doing with yours.
Yeah, because we are leaving tomorrow, so we are not going to eat all this tiramisu, the 2 of us today. So the pellicola, it's not coming out. Okay. So in Italian, we say plastic film is pellicola. It's a funny name, pellicola. From pelle, that means skin.
Oh.
Okay.
Or film.
Or film. Yes. Yes, it's true. La pellicola. Yeah. Okay. All right. So see, I put the plastic film like this, so it doesn't touch the surface of the tiramisu with the toothpick, that keep the plastic film away from the surface. See? I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
I'll cut it. Yeah. I'll cut it and okay. Voila, see? That's like a little, it's not touching. I don't know if you can see this from the side.
And then the question is, would you take it out of the dish and put it in smaller dishes, or you're going to freeze it whole, correct?
Yeah, I'll freeze it like this, and then I defrost it a couple of hours before serving, so it gets softer, because it will be like a brick, after being in the freezer. And then I'll serve it still cold. It will be not as fluffy as the fresh tiramisu, but still very good.
All right.
Still enjoyable.
I'm going to bring Jolie up, because Jolie has individual cups to show. All right, you're unmuted, Jolie.
Let's see.
Let's see your cups.
Ciao, Julie. I can see the cups. Oh, wow, cute. Very nice, very cute. 6 cups, perfetto.
Yeah. All right, thank you, Jolie. All right, well, we hope that you had fun with us today, and know that there were, as if you keep with the process, it's going to turn out delicious no matter how your creams were, to be honest with you, because it's going to all meld together when you refrigerate it. And but what we'd love to do right now is show you a little bit of why we'd like to invite you to be part of our cooking club. And so, as I mentioned before at the beginning, we are the oldest English-speaking online Italian cooking club in the world. And who thought in 2020, when this started, that we'd still be cooking together this many years together? But I'm going to go ahead and bring up some more slides. And yeah, so Chicca, do you want to tell us a little bit why you like to cook?
Yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed the class. And trust your process. You'll get a good tiramisu, send us pictures. And yeah, I think cooking is, for me, it's something very important. And it always also helps me in difficult times. The kitchen is my refuge. And why? Because I think it's simple, especially Italian recipes are pretty simple. And it's mindful because you take time for yourself to slow down and learn something new. And also it's a joy to gather together and share what we cook with family and friends. That's why I love cooking. I put together this phrase. Yeah.
All right. And Chicca, do you want to talk about some of the recipes we have coming up for next season?
Yeah. So next season will be season 19, and over 4 months from December through March, we're going to have 6 live cooking classes. And I choose personally all the recipes from what is in season now in winter. And we tested all the recipes. Denise tested. I write the recipes, Denise tested them. So they're super easy to make, and also they come good. They come out good. So the first recipe will be a rustic Tuscan bean dish simmered with tomatoes and garlic and sage. It's called Fagioli all'uccelletta. Then the second dish will be a quiche gorgonzola and pear quiche. Imagine a pie, but savory, with a mix of gorgonzola, pears, walnuts, and we're gonna homemade a flaky crust. Then we have lasagne with butternut squash, and we're gonna make together the dough. It's our pasta class, so we're gonna make the dough. We're gonna use the pasta machine to make the lasagna noodles, and then we assemble the lasagna with butternut squash, ricotta, pine nuts, and secret ingredients, black olives. They pair perfectly with the butternut squash. Then the dessert. Each season we have a dessert, and there will be another version of tiramisu that my family love it so much. They call it Chiccamisu. It's a fun twist on this classic tiramisu that we made it today. It doesn't take that much time, and it's ready, instantly ready. And I made this for my in-person classes, especially when I have large groups. Then we made my favorite baked pasta alla bechamel. It's a casserole pasta with bechamel, cheese, and prosciutto. And then the final class, the last class, will be Italian authentic Italian meatballs. So many of my guests have made these meatballs with me, and they loved it. So I want to share also with you because they are juicy, tender. There are lots of tricks that I can share with you to make the perfect meatballs. Yeah.
Right. Well, this season is full of fall and winter flavors, including a handmade pasta dish that Chicca just mentioned, and this wonderful Chiccamisu, another variation of tiramisu. And we have so much fun during each class with our cooking family and community. And our official first class is on January 10th and will go through March 21st. And as part of the club, you'll also get to join a vibrant online Facebook community of happy cooks from all around the world. But the cool thing about our club is that if you're busy on any of those given Saturdays, no worries, the replay video will be ready for you within 24 hours of the class. So you can still cook alongside Chicca whenever you do have the time. We like to say that it's tastier than Netflix. And then in fact, we have over 100 classes that you can go back through on demand. So you can make other pastas, meatballs, risottos, ravioli, and the 5 variations of tiramisu that Chicca mentioned. And you'll have the shopping list, the recipe, and the class replay for each class at the ready.
Yes, and the club membership is so much more than just a bundle of classes. It's like we're traveling to Tuscany each month. It's also like being part of a supportive global community and gaining the confidence to cook amazing new recipes with Chicca, but in your kitchen. Some members call our classes their date night. We've also seen more people hosting cooking parties during the classes, or sometimes when somebody needs inspiration for a party, they use the recipes they've learned from Chicca. It's been really fun to see families and friends today as well, cooking together in their kitchens.
And the cost of becoming a member is $149 for the season. And that is, again, 4 months and 6 online classes brought to you live from Tuscany. And registration for this new season is open right now. And we only open up registration for a short time. So if you miss becoming a member by the end of December, you can still sign up for individual classes by purchasing them a la carte. And but we won't be opening registration again until April. And if you do have some questions about the membership or anything else about today's recipe, let us know in the chat and we'll try to answer those in just a moment.
Yes, and we also have a special bonus for you. If you sign up today, you'll also get a digital copy of Chicca's cookbook with 30 vegetarian recipes from starter to dessert.
Yeah, so to sign up for the membership, just go to the website you see on our screen. Paolo's also going to drop it in the chat for you. And if you run into any issues whatsoever, please just email us at club@cookingandtuscany.cc. And before we check the chat for questions, Chicca, is there anything else you'd like to add about the cooking club?
Yes. So this club has become something very important for all of us. And because it's not just sharing recipes or the joy of cooking together, it's more about the connections. Many members have become real life friends, and some have even visited me in Tuscany. And so I wish you can come to visit me and keep cooking with me. Paolo, are there any other questions?
No questions. Lots of people are interested in becoming members, which is fantastic.
Oh, wow, that's good.
So so we did want to let you know that if you do want to learn more, there's an extensive FAQ section on the website, and you're welcome to become a member even if you're gluten-free, vegetarian, or vegan, because we always offer those variations for each recipe. And so if you have any photos that you've taken today, we'd love for you to share them with us and also on social media. And it's been really fun cooking with you today. And Chicca, any final thoughts?
Yeah, so happy holidays, first of all. And I hope that we'll be cooking together next season or in any other way. Maybe you'll come to visit the Tuscany. Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to pop into gallery view and give everybody a chance to say goodbye. And so as we do as tradition, the last class, we ask everybody to unmute and we can all say goodbye at the same time. So, thank you for being here.
Ciao, Chicca.
Bye.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Thank you.
Ciao, Chicca.
Ciao.